All right. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Bodyweight Strength. Today is week 3 of 8. So we're going to go ahead and get started with our warm-up. And if you've been following along with the program, then you know the foundation exercises that we'll be doing today. You don't need anything except for your own body weight, maybe a mat or something to cushion the ground, and your water bottle to make sure you stay hydrated. So we're going to start with our warm-up. You're going to go on your back. You're going to keep your feet on the ground and then just hug your left knee into your chest. We're going into the single leg glute bridge. You're going to lift your hips off the ground and then slowly come back down. Exhale as you squeeze your glutes up off the ground, dig your heel down and slowly lower back down. We're just starting to wake up those hips, especially if you're coming from your desk and you've been sedentary for most of the morning and you're taking this as your lunch break. It's time to start opening up your hips, engaging your glutes, and get you ready for these deep squats that we're continuing to progress with. Let's go ahead and switch sides. Opposite leg on the ground, you're going to lift up and come back down. When you're in the glute bridge, try to think about the heel digging down and in as if you're trying to do a hamstring curl. Slide the heel closer to the hip so that you develop that tension, engaging the glutes and the hamstring. That's it. We have one more on this side. And then you're going to straighten your legs out. Inhale, reach your arms overhead. Exhale, pull your belly button and sit all the way up. If you have any back issues, then you'll just roll over to your side and come up in a safer way that you feel more comfortable. And then we're going to come all the way over to this 90-90 position. Right leg is bent in front. Left leg is bent behind. Right hand comes to the ground. Inhale, sweep out and open. Exhale, reach underneath your how far you can reach through. Inhale to open up. Exhale to reach through. Inhale to twist and open up. Exhale all the way through. We have one more on this side. Bring the elbow back and around and reaching through the other side. Bring your hands behind you and we're just going to flip to the other side just so we can stay centered. Left hand to the ground. Inhale to reach back behind you. Exhale to reach all the way through. Notice if you're feeling a little bit more tight on one side versus the other, or if you just feel a little bit stiff or sore, so that you can really start to loosen up with each rep that you take. See if you can get just a little bit further as we continue to progress in week 3 of our bodyweight strength workout. So today we're going to continue with the same exercises, but we're going to progress through the movements with more reps and more sets. We're going to come up to a half kneeling position, and then from here, you're going to stand on up. Let's balance on the right leg. You're going to reach back for your left toes, reach forward, and then see if you can start to hinge at the hips. Under control, come all the way up, and then we'll just switch sides. Quad pull, and then control your way all the way forward and all the way back out. Let's continue to switch. Opposite leg, opposite arm. Make sure you keep your balance. Check your heart rate if you need to. If you feel like you're starting to warm up, let's see if we can warm you up into that green zone or zone 3. Bring the feet out wide. You're going to bring the hips back and down. Stretch the inner thigh. And then we're going to transition all the way to the other side. Slowly switch and up. Squeeze your glutes at the top and hinge your hips back at the bottom. Squeeze your glutes at the top. Hinge your hips back at the bottom. Squeeze the glutes. Really think about pulling your inner thighs together and then all the way back down to the bottom. Let's come all the way back up. We're going to take a big step up and over, reach over the front leg, and then come back up. This is one of my favorite warm-up stretches. It feels so good, stretching all the way through the psoas and then all the way through your obliques and your side. And we often are not moving in these different planes, stretching our entire body from the hips all the way up through our shoulder. So I think it's important for you to use these full body exercises to get you warmed up. All right, we have 5-second movements coming up next. This is your all-out effort. Whatever your all-out effort is today, I want you to bring it. The first one is a quarter squat with quick feet, just like this. We're going in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Quick feet. Everything you got. It's only 5 seconds. And rest. Awesome job. Next, we're going to do standing mountain climber. So you're going to drive your knee up, punch up, and switch as fast as you can. We're going, and 3, 2, 1. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest. Awesome job. Next, we're going to do rotational jump squats. You're going to squat and jump 90 degrees and land. Squat and jump 90 degrees and land. Each time, switch 90 degrees. You can always take the jump out and just step. Let's go in 3, and 2, and 1. Here we go. As many as you can get in these 5 seconds. If you make it to center, switch and rest. Awesome job. Okay. Now, hopefully your legs are feeling nice and warm. So it's time to get going with the first circuit for today. First exercise, we have squat jumps. We were doing some short plyo reps and then going into longer endurance reps. This week, we're going to do shorter plyo reps, 5 reps, and then 10 bodyweight squats, but more sets. So hang in there with me. And if you've been following the program, then it'll start to make sense. Let's start with 6 squat jumps or your fastest squat that feels safe. You can always use a chair to sit down and back. Here we go. And 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Awesome job. Set those feet. Get ready for 10 squats. Think about splitting the ground between your feet. We're going as low as you can without arching your back and without bringing your heels off the ground. 8, and 7, and 6, and 5, and 4, and 3, and 2. Last one, hold it at the bottom. See if you can pause. Think about your core, think about your chest, and very slowly start to rise. Squeeze your glutes at the top, and take a deep breath out. Great job. Okay, shake out the legs. We're going into the split squat jumps now. So we have 6 plyos as fast as you can. Remember, if you're not jumping, just step out into that lunge. Here we go. We got 6 reps each side. Let's count them out. And 5, and 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Great job. Now we have 10 under control. For this time, we're going to do a forward lunge. So I want you to step forward, lunge the back knee, and then push yourself all the way back. Step forward and back. Here we go. 9, and 8, and 7. Feel the legs burn. And 6, and 5, and 4. Last 3, and 2, and 1. All right. I always say it's only body weight, but every once in a while, I ask you to have a sock with you. A sock is such a great item because it stretches. You don't need an actual resistance band in order to get this work done, but it's a great way to add in more strength for the upper body, for the back. So what we're going to do is you're going to hold your sock at the edges so that you can develop a little bit of tension and your fists are right in front of your shoulders. Okay, so if you're feeling like your sock is really soft and sad, then try to tighten it up a little bit so you feel a little bit of tension. You're going to bring your arms up overhead, and from here you're going to pull down right in front of your chest. Inhale up, exhale, pull down. Simultaneously, as you're pulling down, you're also thinking about pulling the sock apart. Or if you have a band, then that's great too. We have 10 of these. Here we go. And 7 and 6. Don't get lazy with that tension. Constant tension on that sock. 5 and 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Great job. We're going into the broad jump with the RDL. So for this one, we have 6. Remember, you can always step forward and just swing forward, but practice pushing your hips forward and back so that you can get the hang and warming up your hip hinge. So you're going to push back, swing forward, try to land nice and soft. And 4, you can just jump for however much space you actually have. 3, 2, 1. All right, let's go to those hip hinges. It's always helpful to start with your hands on your hips. See if you can find those hip bone points so you can get comfortable with your pelvic tilt. Feet hip width apart, slight bend in the knee. Let's push the hips back. And then squeeze the glutes forward, stand up tall. Imagine like you're trying to close a door behind you, but your hands are full. So you have to use your hips to really push back and then squeeze your glutes forward. Think about your tailbone. You're tucking your tailbone under, learning that posterior pelvic tilt and then anterior pelvic tilt on the way back. Feel that stretch in the hamstrings on the way down, and then exhale, squeeze as you stand up tall. 5 and 4 and 3 and 2. Last one, hold it at the bottom, pause, make sure your posture is up. Very slowly start to come up. Notice what muscles you feel engaging all the way up to the top and relax. Okay, we have our push-ups. Okay, so remember the push-ups, if you have a staircase or something like that, you can always bring your hands higher as a modification, and you can also drop these down as a modification. First 6 are going to be the plyos, so let's drop the chest down and see if you can come off the ground. Big power up. Here we go. And 3 and 2 and 1. And we can always use child's pose to stretch it out. I love doing this exercise from the pool. If you ever get a chance to go in the pool this summer, while you're in the pool on the wall, you can use the water as resistance and really push yourself off the wall and then catch yourself back into that push-up on the way down. All right, 10 push-ups, 10 and 9 and 8 and 7 and 6 and 5 and 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, check back in. How are you feeling with those push-ups? I hope you're starting to feel stronger. I hope you're starting to correct your form by keeping your elbows in a little bit more and keeping your plank nice and strong, shoulders and hips in a straight line. We're going up to set number 2. We're going back to the squat jumps. We have 6 squat jumps, then 10 slow and controlled bodyweight squats, perfecting your technique. Get some water if you need it, and then knock out your 6 squat jumps. Here we go. We're going up, and 5 and 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Set those feet. Let's go ahead and squat it out. Here we go. 9. Squeeze the glutes. 8 and 7 and 6 and 5 and 4 and 3, 2 and 1. Awesome job. Okay, what's coming up next? We have our plyos again for our split squat jumps. Here we go. We're going up and switch, and 5 and 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Awesome. Let's step it out. Forward lunge. Step and push back. Here we go. Exhale as you push back. And 8 and 7 and 6 and 5, and 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. All right, we got those lunges out of the way. Let's grab your sock or your item, whatever item you have today. Make sure there's enough tension in front of your chest. The hands are in front of the shoulders. And you're going to lift straight up overhead. Think about that pull-up. Squeeze your shoulder blades down and back. Squeeze your core. Pull that band apart. Each time you pull, or the sock, whatever object you have, this is your chance to practice pulling in a vertical fashion. So you're thinking about using your lats, your rhomboids, a lot of the muscles in your back to try to pinch the shoulders together and down. Don't let the shoulders roll up. Use a mirror to look at yourself in the mirror so that if you're pulling down, you can tell if your shoulders start to roll forward, and see if you can create that space between your shoulder and your ear. 4, 3, 2, 1. Awesome job. All right, that's going to the side. We have our 6 broad jumps or step out broad jumps. So you don't have to add the jump if you're not in it for if it's not a part of your practice today. That's okay. Don't hurt yourself trying to push yourself. Here we go. Think about pushing through that muscular fatigue, but not that joint pain. Now we have those RDLs. Hands on the hips. Hips go back. Squeeze the glutes forward. Hips go back. Squeeze the glutes forward. Here we go. And 8. And 7. And 6. And 5. Feel that pelvic tilt. 4. 3. 2. And 1. Good. Squeeze the glutes at the top. Make sure you're really standing tall. You're not arching back. You're just tucking the tailbone, keeping the rib cage closed. All right, let's go to your push-ups. Your version of the push-ups here. First, we have 6 plyo push-ups. And 6. And 5. And 4. And 3. And 2. And 1. Here we go. Use child's pose for a quick little stretch. And then come on forward for your 10 push-ups. 10, 9, 8, 7. Focus on your technique. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Awesome job. All right, so the first 2 weeks we were focusing on longer, slower reps, focusing on that technique. Now we're starting to ramp up your ability to practice from 1 set to 3 sets. So we're going back to the top. We're going to our squat jumps. If you're starting to get tired, I want you to focus back on your technique. Remember, it's not going to be helpful to push through to get the number of reps in if you're not practicing it with quality movement. So get some water, and then let's do these jump squats together. We're going to go 6 jump squats. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Set those feet. Hips down and back. 10, and 9, and 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, and 2, and 1. All right, shake out those legs. We're going back into those split squat jumps. It's only 6. I want you to think power. Everything you got. Try to jump as high and move those feet as quickly as you can. And 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. All right, now we're stepping forward with forward lunge. Hands on the hips, find that control. Squeeze your core. And 9. And 8. And 7. 6. 5. 4. Keep making sure that back knee is bending down to the ground. Don't get lazy here with your lunges. And 3. And 2. And 1. Awesome job. All right, shake out your legs. Take a breather. Grab that sock. We're almost done. We have a nice challenge circuit at the end of this. Some abs and your cool down. Keep that sock in front of your chest. Pull that band apart. Reach up. Exhale as you pull down to your chest. And pull. 8. And 7. And 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. And 1. Awesome work. Shake that out. This is your last time for your broad drums. Hips back. Squeeze your hips forward. Land nice and soft. Here we go. That's 3. That's 4. That's 5. Last one. 6. All right. Set those feet. Hands on the hips. Feel your pelvic tilt as you push your hips back. Squeeze your glutes forward. 9. And 8. And 7. And 6. If you're on your own pace, that's okay. Keep your own count. 4. 3. 2. And 1. Awesome job. All right, shake it out a little bit. We're going to set up for your push-ups, and then we'll have a quick break before we get into your max out circuit. Just to really focus on increasing your stamina and endurance and making you mentally stronger. 6 of your variation, plyo push-up. And 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. 1. Now we have a quick child pose stretch and last 10 push-ups of this variation. That is a little sneak peek. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale all the way back to child's pose. Shake out your hips a little bit. Grab some water. Make sure you get a sip. I'll talk you through what the next circuit is going to look like, and we'll take it from there. We have a 5-minute round of as many reps possible. We have the split squat jump, which we just did. We have 10 reps each leg. We're then going to do downward dog push-up. So a little bit of a different variation for the push-up. We're going to get a little bit more core and shoulder work here. Where you're going to find the downward dog position and then start little with little bends in the elbow. And then if you feel comfortable, if you feel strong enough, you can try to tap your head down to the inside of your hands and push yourself back up. We have 10 of those. Then we're going to do 10 burpees. your version of the burpees. You can always step back and up. You can always jump back. You can add a belly down. If you didn't get enough push-ups earlier, you can even add a tuck jump at the top. 3 exercises, 10 reps each. Let's go ahead and get started. We're doing 5 minutes total. So I want you to keep track of your rounds. How many times do you get through this circuit? And 3, and 2, and 1. Here we go. All right, so first we have our split squat jumps. Count your reps. We have 10 each leg. 3 exercises to keep track of. Go at your own pace. So I'm not quite keeping track because we're all going to be at our own paces here. After you do your 10 split squat jumps, you're going to come into your downward dog push-up. Find this position. Remember, even if you just do a slight bend and just practice letting your head come down. If downward dog is not completely accessible to you, you can always bend your knees as well, even coming down to the ground, and just try a kneeling push-up until you develop that strength. We'll get you there. We're doing 10 push-ups. Then you have 10 burpees. Your variation of the burpee. You're going up and down. Your variation, you have 10 of these. It's already been 1 minute. You have 4 more minutes to go. So if you have already finished your first round, then your goal should be to do this 5 times, because that means you can do 1 round in a minute. So see if you can challenge yourself to keep this pace as you continue to go through. All right, here we go. Keep your focus. That's 90 seconds down. Here we go. Remember, as soon as you finish those 10 burpees, you're right back to those split squat jumps. Jumping and switching those legs. Here we go. We're pushing your movements that you've been building upon over the past few weeks so that you can make yourself stronger. Back to the downward dog push-ups as your second exercise. Remember, we're doing 10 of your variation. You're dipping down and coming back up. After you finish your 10, then you can come right up into a burpee. Your variation of the burpee, you're going down and back, getting that heart rate up, getting that full body control. We're so close. You're almost there. All right, we're getting there. We have, let's see, we're halfway. We're halfway through. Once you finish your 10 burpees, let's go right back to the top. You're doing your split squat jumps. Here we go. And jump. Get up and up. Push your limits. If you start to feel like you're not using proper form, take a break, shake out those legs. Get yourself back into it when you're ready. Your downward dog push-ups can always come down to your knees. And you can just try dumping your body weight into your hands. But the important part is your shoulders are staying down and back, so don't let yourself crunch. Still think about elbows coming back. And eventually you'll be strong enough to take a little bit more of your body weight. Once you're done with those 10, you know what's next. Right back to those burpees. Here we go. Big power. That's it. Almost done. Keep pushing yourself. Ooh, we're so close. We have about 90 seconds left. You got this. Try to push yourself. How many more reps can you get? How many more rounds? Keep track of this when you do this workout again. See if you can push yourself to your max. Here we go. Let's keep pushing. Push and push. Almost there. Working those split squat jumps. Once you finish those 10, don't forget the downward dog push-ups. Here we go. Exhale to help push yourself up. Once you finish those 10, you have your burpees. We're almost there. Last 20 seconds. Here we go. Everything you got. Let's push through. How many more reps can you get? Big push. Here we go. Don't give up on me now. You're doing as many as you can. If you're close to finishing your set or your round, push yourself through it. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Great job. Shake it out. Take a big deep breath in. Pat yourself on the back. You made it through the AMRAP of the workout, as many rounds as possible. We're going to take it onto our backs for a little core circuit because we want to make sure the core stays strong, and that's going to make our other exercises stronger. And then we've earned a nice cool down. So first, we're going to stay flat on the back. You're going to cross your right ankle over your left knee and bring your left hand behind your head. You're going to exhale and crunch your left elbow to your right knee. Figure 4, alternating crunch. We're staying on this side as you crunch up. Think about pulling your belly button in and bringing your chest up off the ground. Think about lifting your shoulders off the ground. Big exhale up. Here we go. We have 5 seconds here. And 3, 2, 1. And we're switching sides. Same thing on the other side. Opposite leg crosses. And you're exhaling up to crunch. Up to crunch. Here we go. Push yourself through this. Keep up the good work. You've almost made it to the cool down. Here we go. Keep pulling that belly button in. We're almost there. We have 5 seconds. And 5, and 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Relax your head down on the ground. You're going to kick your legs up to the sky. One at a time, you're going to lower down, and then right back up. And down, and right back up. The whole time keeping your back flat on the ground. If you feel your back start to leave the ground, then you can also limit how far you bring your leg down. Make sure you're using this exercise to strengthen your core, not to strain your back. So after doing it for so long, once you get stronger, you'll be able to reach a little bit further because your core will be stronger to stabilize your pelvic tilt. Keep breathing. Here we go. We have 10 seconds left of this one. Almost there. And 3, 2, 1. Hug your knees into your chest. Rock side to side. Take a deep breath in. And a deep breath out. And now we're just going to bring the feet to the ground. And we're going to take the traditional crunch exercise here. Same idea. Think about tucking your tailbone, pushing your low back down into the ground, keeping your feet on the ground. And then you can even use your fingertips to press into the muscles in the back of your head to help your neck relax. Check in on your tongue and your jaw. Notice if you're holding tension in your mouth area and see if you can relax. Exhale as you come up. Deep breathing. That's 15 seconds left. Almost there. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Relax. Awesome job. Next exercise is bicycles. You're going to bring your hands behind your head, opposite elbow to knee, and kick your opposite leg straight out. The same idea as that previous exercise. If you're feeling pain in your back, you can also just try kicking up a little bit higher. But think about reaching opposite elbow to opposite knee. Crunching through your core. Squeezing your belly button in. Keep breathing. Stay focused here. Working the abs. Adding that in to our body weight strength training program. We have 15 seconds left of this one. Here we go. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome job. You can relax and drop your knees into your chest. It sometimes feels good to rock side to side. And then we're going to bring the arms straight up overhead and the knees straight up over the hips. So notice even just holding this position requires your core to engage to press your back down into the ground. The legs are going to stay static in this dead bug position, and the arms are going to alternate and reach. Reach overhead. Still think about your shoulders pulling down and back. Try to keep that back pressing down into the ground. Exhale as you pull your arm up. Exhale. Exhale. Good. Think about keeping your body nice and stable. Squeezing your core. We have 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Relax. Grab onto those knees and draw circles with the knees. Awesome job. Switch direction. Draw them around. Hope you're feeling your abs work a little bit more today. Let's bring the knees all the way over to the left. Hold them down together with your left hand. And then reach your right hand out to the side. Deep supine twist. Deep breath in. And deep breath out. Deep breath in. And deep breath out. And slowly switch onto the other side. The knees are going to come over to the right. Hold those knees down with your right hand and reach your left arm out to the side. Deep breath in. Feel that stretch all the way through your torso and your hips. Deep breath out. Awesome work today. Don't skip through this cool down. You have earned it, and it's a great way to help bring your heart rate back down and help bring you back to a resting state. Re-lengthen those muscles that you worked so hard to strengthen today. Then slowly come back onto your back. Straighten out your left leg. Hug your right knee into your chest. Interlock your fingers around your hamstring. Inhale to kick your heel up. Exhale to bring your knee back down. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale to kick up through the heel. Exhale to bend your knee. And continue this movement with the breath. With each inhale, see if you can kick up a little bit higher, lengthen through the back of your leg, and then exhale to completely release and switch legs. Right leg goes straight, left knee comes into the chest, grab that hamstring, inhale to kick up, exhale to bend back down. Inhale, exhale. Remember, with each breath, you can get a little bit higher, a little bit longer as you kick up and back down. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Each time finding a little bit more length. And on your next exhale, slowly release. We're just going to roll all the way over onto your stomach. Bring your hands underneath your shoulders and inhale to lift your chest up. Stretch out those abs. Pull your shoulders back. Feel that stretch through your core. And then exhale all the way back into child's pose. Bringing your chest closer to your thighs. And then walk your hands over to the right and cross your left wrist over your right. Feel that stretch down through the side. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Then walk your hands over to the left. Cross the right wrist over the left and feel that nice deep stretch through the side. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Then come all the way up to all fours. Tuck your toes under. Push your hips up to downward dog. Cross your right ankle behind the left and feel that calf stretch through the back. Deep breathing. Then we'll go ahead and switch sides. Opposite leg. Feel that stretch through the calf. And back to downward dog, and we'll walk the hands all the way back to the toes. And see if you can just fold forward, pulling your chest closer to your legs. And slowly keep your chin tucked as you roll all the way up, shoulders back, lifting the head up nice and tall. Take a big deep breath in, grab onto your left wrist and pull over to the side. And inhale back up, grab your opposite wrist and pull all the way over to the other side. And shake it out a little bit. Take a big deep breath in with me. Exhale all the way out. Circle your neck all the way around in one direction. And switch directions all the way around. Awesome work. Thank you for getting stronger with me. Make sure you share this if you have someone that might benefit from a program like this. And reach out to us if you have any questions or need anything at all. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, and we'll see you next time.